You are tasked with defining an Azure policy to handle resource tagging requirements. First, ensure newly deployed resources automatically inherit tags and corresponding values from their parent resource group. Second, continuously audit existing resources to verify their tags match the parent resource group. Third, automatically launch remediation operations for any resource found to be non-compliant. Your solution must strictly follow the principle of least privilege. Choose the appropriate components to achieve this.
The options are Option A, Append. Option B, Enforce OPA constraint. Option C, Enforce REGO policy. Option D, Modify. Option E, a managed identity with the contributor role. Option F, a managed identity with the user access administrator role. Option G, a service principal with the contributor role. Option H, a service principal with the user access administrator role.
Let us examine the concepts involved in this question. Azure Policy helps enforce organizational standards and assess compliance at scale. A key aspect of governance is resource tagging, which allows you to organize resources logically. When dealing with policy effects, different operations handle resource properties during creation or evaluation differently. Furthermore, when policies need to remediate non-compliant resources, they require an identity with appropriate permissions, while always adhering strictly to the principle of least privilege. In my view, the correct Azure policy effect to use is Modify, and the correct Azure Active Directory object and role are a managed identity with the contributor role. The Modify effect is specifically designed to add, update, or remove tags and properties on resources during deployment or existing resource evaluation, and it supports the remediation of non-compliant resources. To execute these remediation tasks, Azure Policy requires a managed identity to authenticate and perform operations on your behalf. Granting this managed identity the contributor role provides the minimum necessary permissions to modify resource properties, like tags, within the scope of the assignment, thus adhering to the principle of least privilege. Higher roles like User Access Administrator are unnecessary and violate this principle, while using a service principal is not the standard or recommended practice for native Azure Policy remediation workflows. Options A, B, and C are incorrect because they do not provide the required combination of property modification and remediation capabilities for existing resources. And options F, G, and H fail due to incorrect object types or excessive permissions.